All done. Deputy Kenny.
Thanks. And I want to thank the group for their presentation. And I agree with your opening statement that the issue is interrelated with homelessness and alcohol and drug addiction. Before 2011, I was a member of the Dublin City Council's City Development Board, and I remember this issue being discussed, and perhaps some of the people here in your group might have been at those meetings, where the whole question of begging in the centre of the city was discussed. I remember that meeting. We invited the Chief Superintendent from Store Street Garda Station to the meeting because of the feeling that the problem wasn't being dealt with. Now, I do recall the Chief Superintendent saying clearly that the Gardaí were reluctant to bring these cases to court because the courts themselves were reluctant to deal with them. Now, that may have been the Vacancy Act. Now, I think you were saying that since then there's the Public Order Act of 2011, and that I think you're saying that really hasn't made much different either. And of course, as I say, this is not a new problem. Have you had meetings with the Gardaí, the Chief Superintendent of Store Street or Peer Street, and what result did you get from that? The other question.
Okay, so we get that answer. Now we back to the next question.
Okay, right, okay.
Mr. Brennan, you indicate to respond to that.
Yes, Mr. Kenny. All of the members here, in their own daily lives as CEO of organisations, would engage with the guards on a regular basis. There are 4 of us sitting here that attend meetings together, and we would be dealing with the Gardaí on an ongoing basis. This issue has been going on, as you have so rightly said, for the last number of years. And as I said when I was speaking to Deputy McFadden, the reason that we are here is that we have seen an escalation of the problem, and henceforth we are coming to you today to put our concerns for our city and for our citizens to the fore.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. Next question.
And what I was getting at, when you had those meetings with the Gardaí, did you get any kind of response as to how they felt the legislation is operating at the moment?
They would have indicated to us that they felt that the Act of 211 did not assist them in any way to run the city the way they would like. And we also, as a group, are not necessarily putting any major emphasis other than the fact that it is not working.
Yeah, thank you very much, and perhaps, Chair, that's something we can take up as a committee ourselves. The other question I wanted to raise, and I think was touched on by previous speakers, was the question of the congregation of people in the centre city, because that's where the majority of the addiction treatment centres are located. Now, that's a criticism of the fact that these centres, many of them, should be out in the suburbs, where people could get the services they require in their own communities, rather than having to come to the centre city and congregate. And very often they're begging because they haven't got their bus fare home, and they're begging around the city centre to get their fare home. And I think that question was put to you already by another speaker. Do you have a view on that?
Okay. Anybody want to say that? Mr. Hart?
Thanks for that, Deputy. Again, it's a separate issue, and it is an issue that we would maybe come back separately to this committee on. I think it is an issue, and I think it's something we'd like to address separately.
As you say, it's complex. There are so many variables here. All done?
Thank you.
Thank you very much.